Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm not gonna lie, my creativity has been flowing a lot with this channel, and I'm coming at you guys with a whole nother series that I want to do. Instead of me going on Twitter, searching up hot takes and looking up the hottest takes on Twitter, I'm actually gonna give you guys my own hot takes, my own unpopular opinions. Welcome to Unpopular Opinions NBA Edition. God, that was so cringe. I'm never doing that ever again. But disclaimer before I start this video, just remember that these are my opinions. Do not get too mad at me in the comment section, please. And I know you guys see the thumbnail. I know you guys see the title, so let's get straight into it. Subscribe to the channel, by the way. I believe that 2K23 is mid. I think that it is extremely overrated. It's only been out for like a couple months, but here's my opinions on it. Do I think the game is good? Yes, I think the game is really good. I think that it's a very good 2K, and I think it's a step in the right direction. However, I think that it caters to one side of the audience and the consumers that buy this game, and I think that it is the tryhards. You can't shoot unless you're green. The AI plays Kawhi Leonard fucking defense, and imagine you working a 9-to-5 job. Imagine you work 6 to 4:30. You come home, you're like, you know what, damn, I'm gonna take a nice hot shower and then I'm gonna hop on the game and just chill for a little bit. You can't do that because you're gonna be raging like a motherfucker every single time you play the game because you're not gonna be able to make a shot. I was reading something on Reddit. Motherfuckers are talking about, oh, if you can't shoot, nigga, just go to the gym and start practicing. Bro, what do you mean? I'm not about to go to no virtual gym and play the and practice. I'm not about to do that, bro. I'm sorry. I don't have time for that shit. All I want to do is do Warriors versus Lakers and play with Curry and play with LeBron. That's all I want to do, bro. And if I can't shoot, then why the hell am I going to play the game? You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I feel like the people who are so damn loyal to 2K are getting some of the best content ever. I mean, my NBA is amazing. My team is amazing right now. Park is like at it, like it's up there. And then you got Play Now Online, which I've been playing a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, it is the most infuriating thing. Motherfuckers off ball every single chance that they get. Shake Milton on a fast break with Jason Tatum stops Jason Tatum and steals the ball from him. I swear to God, I literally turned off my whole entire Xbox when that happened, bro. Man, fuck that shit. That shit had me hot as fuck. Other than that, I think the game is actually really good. I just think that they need to cater to the casual NBA fans just a little bit. I'm not saying make the skill gap very, very small to where anybody can compete with anybody, but what I'm saying is you gotta make it like a little bit less challenging, you know what I'm saying, for the people who don't have time to sweat the game 24/7, like motherfuckers on Reddit talking about practicing in the gym. Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. Go to an actual gym. Okay, before I say this next one, I really want to say that this man is one of my favorite players in the whole entire league right now, and I am absolutely amazed every single time I see him on the court. But the things that people say when they're talking about this man in NBA discourse is insane to me. It's Kyrie Irving, and I think that he is overrated. I think that he's one of the most overrated stars in the NBA right now. I'm not saying he's overrated because of his skill, and people are saying that he is just a fucking god amongst men when it comes to basketball. I'm not saying any of that, but what I'm saying is the way that people talk about him, you would think that it's 2016 still, because the way that people hold on to the things that this man Kyrie Irving has done pre-Boston in his Cavs days is insane. I mean, people are still holding on to that, but they won't hold on to the things that Kawhi Leonard did back in 2019. Ever since Kyrie left LeBron, he ain't been on shit. 2018 was a very good year for him, and then he got injured in the playoffs, and it turned out the Celtics didn't even need him in that playoff run because they went to the Eastern Conference Finals and took Braun to 7. 2019, he shows up with the Boston Celtics and gives us a stinker in the second round. 2020 was not playing in the bubble. 2021, he got injured in the second round. 2022, what did he do? He got swept in the first round. He hasn't done shit. He has not done jack shit since he left LeBron. And the way that people talk about him, Taylor Rooks, for example, you don't think that Kawhi Leonard is an all-star, but you think that Kyrie Irving is. I just don't understand. That just makes no sense to me. I think Kyrie Irving's extremely overrated, just by the way that people talk about him. Another unpopular opinion is I'm not a fan of the Christmas jerseys. There are only a couple that I like. I'll put them on the screen, but other than that, I'm not a fan of the Christmas jerseys. I think that they're extremely ugly. People are gonna hate me for this one because a lot of people like the Christmas jerseys. I'm not a fan of them. I'm also not a fan of small guard lineups. That's another one that I had on this list. I'm not a fan of small guard lineups, and I personally was not a fan of the Donovan Mitchell to New York trade rumors when they just got Jalen Brunson. It's either you get Jalen Brunson or you get Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? I don't think having Jalen Brunson as the 1, Donovan Mitchell as a 2 would have worked in any way, because I see absolutely no defense. I see no height, and I see NBA teams that have height in the front or in the backcourt, like, let's say a Brooklyn Nets, for example. Let's say Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving run the 1 and 2. I mean, you have Ben Simmons, who's fucking 6'10". You have Kyrie Irving, who's what, 6'4". They're torching the fuck out of that. You know what I'm saying? The next one that I got right here is that the NBA should really consider going back to Eastern Conference versus Western Conference. That's just my nostalgia talking. That's the little kid in me talking. That's the 10-year-old in me talking, because I went for the East every single year. And yes, the East got shat on every single year. But now I think that the East and the Western Conference are so stacked to the point where it's literally 50-50. It can go either way, you know what I'm saying? And I love the format that they have right now. I think that it works absolutely perfectly for the All-Star game. I've loved every single one since they started doing the draft, and then 2020 when they changed the format. I loved it, you know what I'm saying? But I really do like Eastern Conference versus Western Conference. I just think that it's better, in my opinion, especially now. Oh my god, they ain't gonna like this one. I think the NBA should stay at 82 games. Because I saw somebody on Twitter, they were saying they think that it should be 72 games, and they're like, it'll cause less injury, more games would be, you know, more important. But at the same time, it's 10 less games. It is 10 less games. That is not going to stop injuries. That means the NBA makes less money, which I think is stupid. And don't get me wrong, I was actually a really big believer in 82 games, but the one thing that really switched my mind was Richard Jefferson. I can't remember what he said, but he really switched my mind. I'll put it on the screen right here. The dude, you know, changed my mind from a complete 180 to shit. I don't think there should be 82 games in a season to damn. Maybe we should keep it there. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I would rather my favorite stars in the league to load manage in the regular season so we can fucking see them in the playoffs. I mean, come on. Would you guys rather these players play 82 games in a season and then just get injured in the playoffs? I mean, what fun is that? You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a regular season cat, then watch every single regular season game. I want to watch the playoffs. That's why I watch basketball. I think that NBA Live 2005 is a top 5 basketball game ever. Yes, we have NBA Street Volume 2. I understand. Yes, we have NBA 2K17, which everybody fucking loves. Yes, we have NBA 2K16. But I think NBA Live 2005 is up there. That is literally my first ever basketball game that I played. Anyone know when I played that shit? I played that shit in 2009, 4 years after it came out on the GameCube, bro. And I had so much fun playing it every single day. I mean, Carmelo Anthony was my shit in that game. Peja Stojakovic was my nigga in that game. I mean, come on, bro. The dunk contest, bro, me and my cousin would play that every single day. Me and my sister would play that. My sister's not even a damn basketball fan. That's how fun this game was. Next one I got, KD's rings count. Yes, they count. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're a KD hater or not. KD's rings count. He has 2 of them bitches and he has 2 finals MVPs. Get mad. The NBA should be paying more attention to Summer League. I think it could open up the eyes to, you know, many people who got undrafted. Yes, they do pay a lot of attention to Summer League right now, but I think Summer League should be getting way more attention than what it's getting. It's just a way to, you know, get exposure. And I think that it, you know, creates more opportunity when you have a bigger stage. Another one I got, and this is the Celtics fan in me, this is the Brad Stevens in me talking, I think draft picks are overrated. First round draft pick, overrated as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you're a tanking team and you want draft picks, you should fucking probably get them, you know what I'm saying? But if you're, like, teetering between, you know, competing for a championship or competing for a playoff spot and tanking for a draft pick, I think you should probably compete for that playoff spot. I really do think that if you're like a competing team like the Boston Celtics or like the Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat, I do not think that you guys should be caring more about draft picks than you guys do. And you wonder why the Boston Celtics are as good as we are right now. I mean, we gave up our pick next year to get Derek White, and guess where it got us? It got us to an NBA championship appearance, bro. We were in the NBA Finals the year before that. We gave up our draft pick for 2022 to get Al Horford. People were like, holy shit. The Boston Celtics gave up so much. And guess what? Yeah, we did. And guess where it got us? To the place where every single motherfucker wants to be, the NBA Finals. I mean, come on. I believe that these in-season tourney talks for a couple years now can be fun. I think it can be fun. I don't think it could be fun on the level of competing with the March Madness, but I think it could be fun if it's done right. You know what I'm saying? If it's not interfering with NBA players' contracts, if it's not interfering with NBA players and their health. I think that's a big one. If they have to continue playing 82 games plus the in-season tourney, and if it's mandatory or not. If it's mandatory, motherfuckers are not going to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Which, if they don't give a fuck, could also turn into something like the All-Star game, where you can see like high ass scoring games. Like, imagine you going into a tourney, KD not giving a fuck, and just drops 70. Like, I would love to watch that. Any basketball fan would love to see Kevin Durant, torch another fucking team in a tournament. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that. I think frequent player movement in the NBA is good. I think it's very good for the NBA for a multitude of reasons. It keeps all the eyes on the NBA, regardless if the people want to say, oh, the NBA is more of a reality show. Fuck it, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? And it creates hype for the next season. I mean, everyone is talking about Donovan Mitchell going to the Cavs, DeJounte Murray going to the Hawks, Jalen Brunson going to the Knicks, and probably the biggest acquisition of them all, Rudy Gobert going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shout out to Rudy Gobert. You tried to give it your all in Eurobasket final, bro, but it just wasn't enough. Evan Fournier, come on, man. And it's really frowned upon. I think player movement has been frowned upon ever since LeBron went to Miami on live television. But I think that was also very, very good for the NBA too, because I mean, it created so much damn revenue. It created so much revenue. It created so much viewership on ESPN. It helped the NBA. It helped player movement, and it helped like elevate the NBA to where it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Not many NBA players would be moving if it wasn't for LeBron. I mean, come on, let's be real. But that's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully there's not too many dislikes, and maybe you guys can subscribe to the channel if you agree with some takes. Leave some unpopular opinions down below in the comment section, and I'll see y'all later. I'm out this bit. Peace.